defense are tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think that...
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground with the 41.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs. They can move and run all over the place and give you so many options. Is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into for a quarterback are smaller, and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply wouldn't have.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back. throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And here comes the offense on second down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Finds a man on the left. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the end zone.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping, the
touchdown Rebels! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Handoff to the lone back. One step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime.
Here comes that Alabama offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that we can win this game.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Montgomery. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He'll call for the fair catch here. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Using his legs, it's Spears. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Rebels will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Just needs a crack to get a return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Give to the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Unloads it left. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Looking for a block. It's Burks. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
He just had...
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the rim. Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Prince. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Rebels are on the move. Looking to throw it again. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll try the run. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. He's going to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play.
Going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is...
Oh, there's the ball. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. 2nd down after the offense recovered its own fumble. He leaves it with his back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
We're trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter. Their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Dumps it to the back. This time he's got his man. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it. He gets a hand on it. Scoop it up and going the other way. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on the...
He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Pocket starts to collapse. Quickly complete. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quick pass on the fly motion. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. The Rebels have this offense rolling. Looking to move it through the air. Avoids pressure. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Puts him in the spin cycle. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Extending the play. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Now adjusting. And that's a live ball. The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back. Offense getting set for first down. The give and tick, 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 tick. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something. Put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
And his throw is incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game,
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the stomping has commenced. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. 4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard does make me think a little bit more. But, dude, I'm going for this. I work on this every single week in practice. I know I get the extra down now, so my 3rd down calls are even different. 4th and 2, I like the aggressiveness to go get it.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and